Hi, Knolly Williams here. I travel all across the country teaching agents how to get more listings, get more listings, and get more listings. Listings is what it's all about. I've taken over 1,000 listings my first 10 years in the business. I still have an active team that takes over 100 listings a year, and pretty much all we focus on is listings. Now, I want to talk to you today about leverage. Now, every one of us will need leverage to succeed. Nobody succeeds alone. Nobody. Now, the question I want to ask you is this. Do you have a team? Do you have a team? This is a question that I ask across the country when I go out and speak. I always like to ask and say, how many of you have a team? Raise your hand. Do you have a team? Now, we know that in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, Gary teaches us that there are 7 levels in the real estate game, if you will. And level 1 starts off with you. You are a solo practitioner working all by yourself. Now, again, I've been in real estate for over 10 years, and within my first 8 months in the business, I hired my first assistant. That moved me right over to level 2. And my first assistant still works for me today. She's still on the team with me. Now, gradually over the years, I progressed. It took me 6 years to go all the way to level 7, okay, which is where I'm at today, and have been really enjoying the fruits of being at level 7. If you don't have a team, okay, if you don't have a team, you absolutely want to be on the trajectory to having a team, because that's the way you're going to have maximum life in the real estate game and in the listings game. So the question is, do you have a team? Do you have a team? Let me ask you this. Are you on your team? I want you to say yes. Are you a member of your team? Yes, you are. Do you have a team leader or maybe a broker that you work with? Somebody that's over your brokerage or maybe over you, over your office, or maybe you have a team leader. Okay, so that's another member of your team, your extended team. Now, do you have a mortgage lender that you like working with? Somebody that you would prefer to send deals to because you know they get the deal done. That's another member of your team. Do you have an escrow officer that you work with on a regular basis because you know that that escrow officer is going to get the deal closed? That's another member of your team. Perhaps you have an attorney that you consult when you have an arduous or difficult situation. You want to consult an attorney that's going to give you advice. Another member of your team. Do you have a tax consultant? You should have one. Somebody that you got a client that asks a tax question and you don't necessarily have the answer, or you want to send them over to an expert. Do you have a handyman that you can rely on to go through a property when you take the listing and let your client know what it's going to cost to do some of the things that you recommend that they get done? Do you have a home inspector, somebody that you recommend that the client contact if you're going to have the home pre-inspected, or when you're working with clients on the buy side, do you have a home inspector that you recommend on a regular basis? So the question is, do you have a team? And I want you to answer that with yes. Yes, you do. You do have a team. So if you are a solo practitioner and you say, well, Nolly, I don't have a team, I want you to get rid of that thinking, because what Gary Keller teaches us is that we all should be on the trajectory anyway to have a team. Okay, we should be going from level 1 to some other level, whether it be level 7, level 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be on a trajectory to another level. Plus, the fact is you do have a team. With your language, I want you to start saying we instead of saying I. Okay? I want you to start saying we. Nobody succeeds alone. And what I always train my coaching students is that you do have a team. No matter what level you're at, you absolutely do have a team. And I want you to start thinking in the team mentality. That's how you're going to have the maximum success. You're going to get people to trust you because you're going to say, hey, this is what we'll do. Or I'll have a member of my team look into it. Okay? You've got an issue where there's a loan issue or something from a mortgage standpoint. Hey, I'm going to have a member of my team, my mortgage guy, he's going to look into that. Or you have a situation with the closing. I'm going to have a member of my team look into that. That's your escrow officer. Okay? Maybe the home needs a few repairs. I'm going to have a team member contact you to get these repairs estimated to let you know what you'll be looking at. Hey, I need some legal advice. Well, I've got a member on my team, John so-and-so, he's the attorney that we use. And what you want to have is a list of all your quote unquote team members on a one-page sheet. You know, I've got a free download of the one that I use in a Word format. You can edit that, and that way you can explain to people that yes, you do have a team. Hey, it's Knolly Williams here, and I wish you success with listings. God bless.